I almost committed the same sin as before. Alright, hold on. We're going to keep this paused for a moment. Alright, I want to make sure that my iPhone screen is not... Oh, we're back in it. Is not too big. We'll find out here. I want it to be more legible this time around. Alright, Koichi Sugiyama. We love you. Alright, got a little music. We're just going to load the previous game position here. So, before we do that, let's get that music running. I want to do a couple things. Yeah, right? The difference is real on the mic between the laptop mic and the real microphone. Two things. I'm going to add something real quick. Oh, tell me this is not... Yep, okay. Hey, okay. This is going to be me for just a moment. If I look directly at it, right? I'm going to turn this off in just a minute because nobody wants to see my ugly mug. However, oh goodness, get a lot smaller, please. One thing I did want to just put out there is that I'm playing this game on an emulator, obviously, but I did get, look at this, this is the Super Famicom cartridge, Dragon Quest V. You know, all this kind of Japanesey text on the back. I really have not done the work to try and translate all that technical jargon, but here it is. I picked this up. They're really not that expensive on eBay these days to get a handle on these, but you're technically supposed to have a physical copy. All right, go away, me. When you emulate something, just in general, and so I do, just so the world knows. Okay, back at it. Boom. Got that music rolling. And we're gonna load our previous game position. Now, I think it was slot 5. Hey, look at that. Alright, right in on the title screen is where we made it to last time we finished at the intro. This is good. I'm going to come over here and adjust my iPhone size. And maybe once we got some full screen pixelage, we can adjust that a little bit more. But I do want to be able to see it. And I'm going to also go ahead and dock the toolbar. Man, things I should have done before. Am I right? Taskbar settings. Automatically hide. Right? Goodbye. Bye-bye taskbar. Okay, I like that. All right, back in. So, are we playing? We're playing now. Here we go. I was going to say something before. I've been learning Japanese as well. Just italki is a really cool app. You can you can have a personal tutor in not just Japan, but you know, whatever country you're learning the language of. You know, as a tutor, you can make money as an English tutor to another language if you are bilingual or more lingual than that. And so I'm working with a tutor on italki occasionally, and he said he's a little older than me. He's played Dragon Quest 1 through 4. And of course, Dragon Quest, I think, is just fairly well known over there. And so so I told him, you know, I was playing through Dragon Quest V just as part of what I'm doing to learn Japanese. And I mentioned something again, a word I learned in Dragon Quest, and asked him, like, do they say Dragon Questo every single time? And so they abbreviate, like we'll say Final Fantasy, and we'll drop it to FF, right? So Final Fantasy 7, FF7. And so for Dragon Quest, they abbreviated it to Darakue, which is awesome. You know, they just kind of take the first 2 syllables of each word. So Darakue Go is Dragon Quest V. So that's fun. I thought that was neat. Efu, they do say that in Japan too. They just have a hard time stopping on the F consonant because the only one that's built into the language to stop on like that is N. Other than that, every consonant is followed by a vowel, which if you've learned your hiragana or katakana should be pretty familiar. Okay, so without any further ado, we're going to jump back in. This stream is just me kind of translating as I go. I don't know Japanese fluently, and so this is part of my process of learning Japanese. Took a couple years way back in high school, and in December 2020, so going on 10 months now, where I've really tried to just lean into learning personally without going to school for it, but trying to immerse myself as much as possible in media, learning materials, different, just whatever I can get my hands on. So this is part of it, you know. This is kind of the goal too. I mean, to be able to play video games in Japanese, like why else do you bother learning? Yeah, Lincoln Froth in the chat. The other languages slangs are super interesting. Japanese has some wild, like it's such a different language because if you consider just the migration of human civilization, Japan is the furthest east you go until you hit the Pacific Ocean, and America is the furthest west you go until you hit the Pacific Ocean, and that was kind of the final barrier between cultures. And so you get the like most divergent, I feel like, language. And so anyways, all right, into the game. Papasu, that's our dad, if you remember. We're this little boy with a blue or purple, if the cover art is to be believed, turban and cape. And then this wild-haired dude is our dad, Papasu. And I have named our character Mitsuda because Yasunori Mitsuda is the man, and the name of my channel is Mitsuda for Prez because, you know, that'd be cool to have him as our president. Okay. Oh, Mitsuda. Then we've got a kanji here. Something ga sametayo da na. Sametayo da na. All right, so we're into already some stuff that I played through this before, but I don't remember this. Like, I don't remember these exact words. So, again, this app is just Japanese. Type it into the App Store. Red icon. Really cool app. And you can just draw the kanji. And so this is the kanji for, well, no, see, if you got the 2 lines in it, it's the kanji for day. So that's not what we want. This one's got 3 horizontal lines. And I drew it, but I just didn't select the correct one. So when you get 3, it's I. Me. Me ga sametayo da na. Alright. So me is I. Ga, that particle is basically equivalent to is most of the time. So your I is or I's are, could be plural. And then you can hop back over here, and if you just go into your iPhone, you can install the hiragana keyboard. Sa, me, ta, yo. Sameta is to wake up. All right, so that's probably the word. Your eyes have woken up, or to become sober. Love that. Yodana. And then the yoda is just, here we go, a polite suffix. The way, the manner, and then there's all these kinds of other little meanings, but it's kind of being used as a suffix to you've woken up in a polite way. So, oh, you've woken up, have you? Dana. And the na, you know, I kind of wonder if it's just kind of an like a linguistic thing, you know, to characterize him, as he's the kind of guy that's going to end his sentences with na. That's the sort of thing that I feel like you're going to pick up on if you really, once you get fluent and then you start listening to the differences in how people of different stations or personalities in Japan talk, or regions. You're going to pick up on these little aspects that they can use to flavor their text. Similar to how we would in America, you know, like a Mark Twain. You know, gosh, you do not want to learn English reading Mark Twain because he wrote it with regional dialects. So the na might be like a ne which would be, you've woken up, haven't you? Something like that. All right, let's move on. Your eyes have woken up. Nani? What? Ooh, some kanji. I know that first one. But let's type it in for funsies. Again, my stroke order is going to be abysmal. I could always go look at it later, but... Okay, here we go. This is Yume, right here. Let's see how bad I did. Yeah, see, I went down first. It goes across first. Yeah, I bombed it. Anyhow, Yume, o. And then now if you'll notice this kanji, we just saw it, but there's two little legs on the bottom of it. This is the kanji for I, with these two little guys coming at the bottom. And that's miru, okay? Or you add a different ending to conjugate it. Mita is the past tense. Miru is to see, or to look at, or to watch. So yume o mita, were you seeing a dream? Were you dreaming? I love how it's kind of a little more visceral in the language of, did you see a dream? Instead of just were you dreaming, we make the dream a verb. Okay, and then let's jump down to the next one. So I'm not going to draw on mita. I already know that one. That's pretty common. This next one, I think it's, well, I don't remember. Let me not say what I think, because I'll probably be wrong. Okay, it is red. Aka. All right, and then this is interesting. I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna actually blow this up real quick because I want to make sure it's visible. The second option is what we're seeing here, because you can see the first kanji and the third character, the kanji, are the same. However, in the middle you have the hiragana n, and yet on the screen over here you have the katakana n. So they just kind of switched it out. So it's akanbo, which is a baby. Maybe particular a baby boy. Akanbo no toki no yume de. Same kanji as above. So toki is time. So akanbo no toki would be your infant time or your young childhood. No yume de. So, your infant dreams or toddler dreams maybe. De dokoka no, we might have to type some of this stuff in. Dokoka no o something mitai data to. I'm going to stumble through this one. Here we go. All right, I got that first phrase. Akanbo no toki no yume de. Doko is where. Doko. Dokoka, somewhere. So, we'll call them your boy's dreams. In a dream, in a boy's dream, somewhere, no, oh, something. Right? So we got somewhere, the particle no, and then we're going to do oh. And then we're going to draw this funky monkey kanji over here. Stroke order be darned. It kind of looks like this one. But I'm not convinced that I got it right. Yeah, no, that's not it. Let's try again. Here we go. There we go. Oh, that fits with the sort of dragon warrior castle. Ooh, I've got this thing really big still. Let me make that smaller. I don't want to dominate the entire screen here. Alright, we're going to go right in there for the moment. Alright, so we got castle, shiro, oshiro mitai, datta to. So, oshiro, castle, mitai seems to be an interesting word. It can mean I want to see, but I think it also kind of means maybe or resembling. It seems that mitai. Do we have mitai dot? Here we go. Mitai dot datta, and the datta is going to be the casual form of deshta. So basically, past tense. So it seems that you saw a castle somewhere, or when you were young, when you dreamed, you always seem to see a castle somewhere. Or perhaps, since it's the question, did you see the same castle as you did when you were young? I think that's the idea. Wahaha. There's a laugh. Nebokateru na. Nebokateru na. There we go. What do we got? Ne. Bo. Oh, look, I think it's got us. Nebokeru is half asleep. Nebokateru would be the present progressive form of nebokeru. So nebokateru means you're still half asleep, aren't you? Ha ha ha, you're still half asleep, aren't you? Alrighty. Oh, that's good to know. Thank you, Lincoln Froth, that on the original size we can still read the text. I won't make it all big anymore. Alright. Nemukezamashi ni sota ni. It's pretty common. Oh, no, not sota. That is kita, north. Okay. Kanji ni demoite kanji ni atate kitara do da. Alright, so let's get into it. Nemukezamashi. I wonder how this breaks out. Ne. Mu. To sleep. Nemui is sleepy. Neru is usually the verb for sleep. So this is kind of some kind of a form of that. Nemuke, sleepiness. Alright. And then we got underneath it, we've got the actual word that's showing up. This is great. Nemukezamashi. Nemukezamashi. And this is going to show us the kanji that are involved in that phrase. And if you see that second kanji, we have seen that on the last episode. That is ki, as in from genki. And I talked about that in the last stream here. So nemukezamashi. That za means that is literally the kanji for memorize, oboimasu, but also to sober up, awaken. I love this language. Okay, nemukezamashi, keep oneself awake, fighting off drowsiness, or a method for keeping oneself awake. Right? Nemukezamashi ni, so a method for keeping yourself awake. And then let's draw on this little kanji guy. Oh, it is sota. Sota crosses there. I want to make sure. This one does not cross, but I think it's got to be the same one. Okay. Sota ni demoite. Sota means outside. Apparently this kanji can also mean yoso, somewhere else. But most of the time I've seen it, and I've seen it fairly often in reading, it means sota, which is outside. Sota ni demo ite. Sota ni demo. So demo can mean but, as in beauty. However, nevertheless, I wonder if we combine it with ite, it does anything? Not really. And then if you combine it with ni demo, nope. So, nemuke zamashi ni, sota ni, demo ite, ite, it can be literally to go. So, you could even go outside. If you're trying to keep yourself awake, you can go outside. Oh, see, I got the bottom part wrong. Look at that. It looks like that, maybe. Aha. Here we have the kanji for kaze, wind. Also something else, just side note that I do, this app can do, if you hit this button up at the top, you can make a list. And so if we do a new list, Dragon Quest, question mark, 5 stream. Right, and then you can add things to that list and then go back and study them later as flashcards. Super cool. Super useful. I've used it a lot to learn a lot of kanji, including this one, which is kaze. Kaze ni atate kita, atate kita, oh, kitara, atate kitara, doda. Okay, so a method for waking up or staying awake is to go outside and kaze ni atate or atamashita. Get back to my hiragana. Atate. Atate. To be able to do, to be capable, to be hit, to strike, to let the wind hit you. Kaze ni atate kita. Kita, when you add it, this will be a fact check me later thing, but kita means, or kitara means, like, so kimasu is to come, but when you append it to the end of a verb, it's like to come to you. So let the wind strike you. Do da. That doesn't come up with too much. So this is where it gets a little funky, and I think that the more I get comfortable with learning some of these structures, the more this is going to make sense. So, nemuke zamashi ni sota ni demo ite, kaze ni atate kitara dora. Basically, go outside and let the wind hit you in the face. Something to that effect, right? But I'm not getting the full gist, but now I can move around. Maybe we can get some music back in here. I'm just going to run right upstairs. Hey, there's some music. I love this in Dragon Quest. I'm going to turn my volume down. It's loud in the ears. In Dragon Quest, you don't just walk through doors. You've got to open up your menu. Oh, I haven't really had the menu this whole time. It's all been text. So if I sit there for long enough, we got this message at the top. Which is meirei saseru, me, re, order, a command, decree, and then saseru is a different word, sa, se, ru. From what I've heard, adding saseru to the end of a verb means to make somebody do something. There we go. To make someone do, to allow. This is when you add it to a verb. So basically, give me a command. You know, give the game a command. Mitsuda, that's my name down there. So then if you hit the A button, you got a list of commands here. So this first one is hanasu. Hanasu is the plain form of hanashimasu, which is to speak. So like Nihongo de hanashimasu, speak in Japanese. So that's just talk, right? These are going to be your usual JRPG items here. So hanasu, if we go down, we got tsuyosa. So let's type these in. These will be easy. Tsuyosa is strong, potent, strength. There we go. The second one makes more sense. Your strength, tsuyosa. Tsuyoi is the adjective verb to call somebody strong. You'd say, oh, tsuyoi desu. You'll hear that in anime all the time. And then you put sa at the end of an adjective to turn it into a noun. It's one of the nominalizers. So, tsuyosa. Sobi. Sobi. Let's look at sobi. Let's quick type. Sobi. Equipment. Not surprised to find that there. So, sobi. So we've got talk. Strength. And if you get in here, it's going to be stats. This usually gets translated stats, I think. Status. Sobi. Strength. Equipment. And then down at the bottom is tobira. Tobira. Front door. Doors. Alright? So, door. You literally have a command to open doors in Dragon Quest. I love it. Jumon. Real quick. Jumon. Spell, charm, incantation. So, magic. Alright? That's easy. Kind of another one you'd expect to be there. Magic, and then dogu. No, we gotta get rid of that. Dogu. Alright, dogu is tool, implement, instrument, utensil. So, tools, items, maybe, is usually how it gets translated. Sakusen. Sa. Ku. Se. Tactics, strategy. We only have one party member, so I don't think there's not much to do there. Narabi kaio suru. Narabi kaio suru. No, I'll look that up later. We're not even in battles yet, so let's leave that. And then shiraberu. Shiraberu. To examine. To look up. To investigate. Search is kind of how I've heard it. Translated so: talk, magic, strength or stats, tools or items, sobi, equipment, tactics, door, and search. So, door. Hey, imagine that. Opens the door. Wonderful. Hey, we are on a boat. Flippy floppies. There's an angel up here. Cool figurehead. Got a sailor. Let's see what the sailor says. So we'll open the menu and hit hanasu, which is to talk. Doshita kanji ya. Back to the kanji finder. Actually another I did one stroke where there should be two. Hey, there we go. So we put the kanji in and we got the ya in the second option. So we'll hit the ya here. Boya. Boy. It's nice when they're phonetically similar. Right? Oh, I'm gonna get this. Oh, you know what I can do? I wonder if I can just do this. No, that's no good. Alright, we'll save that for later. I might mess with that. I'm going to make it just a wee bit smaller to get it off the pixels here. Okay. Boya. Boy. So that might be a little easier to remember as you go along. Because boya and boy sound very similar. Then we got some kanji. We got the same kanji happening twice right above each other. So that's interesting. Let's draw it in. Man, and it is hard to see what's going on here in this Super Nintendo-y kind of. So I'm just going to really approximate this. And, I mean, you know, I think I got it. My scribble looks like garbage. But one would expect we might find the kanji for boat, fune, seeing as I'm standing on a boat in game here. So fune, funa, or sen is another voicing. Excuse me. Now let's just look at that. How did I do? So really, I just messed up the inside of this left half here. I got all this right here. Nobody cares. Okay, moving on. Ship, boat. So then right under that, we get the second kanji. How handy is that? Has my, okay, it just caught up. Right under the second entry is ship's captain, Sensho. So Fune's boat, that other reading was Sen, and when you get, and it's actually getting used here for this kanji, Sensho, which is the ship's captain. So, Doshita boya, what are you doing? How are you doing, boy? What's up, kid? Sensho ni kanji nara sokono, and then we're getting on to the next part. So Sensho, so like I could just take Sensho, I've already got it in my other DQ list, and add it to Dragon Quest V stream, right? Study that later. Alright, so then we've got, well, we've got the same kanji for boat. Looks like I'm gonna have to draw it again. Do it a little faster that time. And then we have another kanji next to it. Heyo. There we go. That second kanji is a kanji for room. Muro. Right. Senshitsu. Senshitsu. Senshitsu ni iru ze. Iru ze. Iru is just to be, like imas. It's the plain form of imas. So, which is just a person is there. Oh, you know what? I skipped a kanji. Let's go back. In my haste. This guy. Business. Mochiru or yo. I would love for somebody in the future to comment and tell me if I'm going to be pronouncing this correctly, because these samples will give you the reading in there. It's yo on this sentence, but these samples are always kind of goofy. So I'm going to go with yo nara, because that seems better than mochi nara. So we're going to go sencho ni yo nara soko no senjitsu ni iru ze. So clearly it's if you have business with the captain, but if we add the nara to this, nara, yo nara, that's going to probably be something that I want to look up. Oh, there you go. If. Nara. Moshi nara. Okay, that makes sense. Then. Nara kind of works as like then. It's the other half of the if-then situation. If moshi, then is nara. So, nara. So, sensho ni yo nara soko no senjitsu ni iru ze. And again, ze is just one of these little endings. Sailory. He's a sailor man. He ends things with ze. If you got business with the captain, look in the captain's quarters, the stateroom, the... I don't know. What else do you call it? The bridge? This is probably the bridge. Mosugu. Soon. Mosugu means soon, but let's, you know. If I was just a total noob, I'd be looking it up. I'm only a semi-noob. Soon. Bista, right? This is katakana, and golly, is my katakana not great? Which is embarrassing. Vista. Very interesting. I was thinking he was going for beast. Bisuta. That might be bisto. Vista. Bistata. Alright, so vista no something da. Mosugu vista no funky kanji. We're gonna go across first, right? And we'll get this guy in there. Cross again. Come down. Do this little sneaky thing. That's a big old fail. Yeah, it totally doesn't get it. So let's try again. Golly, I'm bad at this. Alright, let's try this. I'm blaming this Super Nintendo. Oh, that's why. These garbage Super Nintendo graphics, that's what I'm blaming. Here we go. No? That's still not it. It's this, but with the little thingy on top. I missed it. Once more for good measure. Wow, I'm about to give up on this kanji. This is like the difficulty, man. Like I don't know if I said it last time, but man, I sometimes wonder like, how do you... Oh, it's got the 3 things on the side. Yeah, I couldn't see that, Super Nintendo. Check that out. I knew the word I was looking for. That's the only reason I stuck it out. Harbor. Minato. I can't imagine having to look this stuff up in dictionaries and not have any way to input it. This is like a recent, like in the past 10 years thing. Throughout history, it's been a lot harder to learn this stuff, I feel like. So, Minato, harbor. Vista no Minato da. So, Vista harbor. Vista, maybe Vista is the name of the town? Or it's just, like the horizon. Soon, Vista's harbor is da. Toitemo. Ite, right, was just to be. To go. Toitemo. Nani mo nai. Chisai minato nanda yo. So that's that's a early kanji, this one right here. That guy, chisai, little. Chisai. Soon, Vista's harbor will be here. Toitemo. Toite is however. Toitemo. So then it's a different kanji. So ite had the kanji for to go, iku, and this has the kanji for to say, toite, toitemo. Does the mo add any significance? Although I say toitemo, or one might say nani mo nai. Let's drop that one in. That's a fairly often heard phraseology. Nani mo can be nothing. Nani mo nai is there is nothing. If you see that there. It's got the kanji on my screen. Nani mo nai, chisai minato nanda yo. Vista no minato da. So, Vista Harbor is coming up soon. However, I say there's nothing to that little harbor. There's nothing exciting there. Nantara, or anta ra. So anta is you. short for anata. Let's type this little guy in. This is clearly the kanji we saw earlier for miru. Here we go. Parent, oya. And then if you add the next one is the kanji for child. Parent and child. Oyako. Oyako no antara oyako no tamedake. Tamedake. So tame is for. Dake is only. So only for antara oyako no tamedake. Only for you guys, your dad and you. That's cool. They have a phrase that just refers to a parent and child together. We don't really have that in English. Only for you and your dad. Tamedake ni anna minato ni yotte yuku nante. Right, so we know Minato's harbor. Anna is going to be that, right? Something to that effect. On such, this sort of only for you guys would we be, I imagine, landing at this sort of a harbor. But let's finish it out. Normally we wouldn't even stop here. This tiny little place. Yote, to be due, to be caused. Do we get any more? Nope. Yote, yuku nante. Yuku can also be to go. Yuku na. Nante is usually like a what? Such as. So yote. Yote yuku nante. Because yote could also be like depending. Yote yuku nante. Sensho mo. That's Sensho again. Ship's captain. Sensho mo hito ga ii yo na. Ga ii no ya. Sensho mo. Captain also. Hito ga ii yo na. Hito is man. Hito ga ii. Aha. Generous. Sensho mo hito ga ii. So, hito ga ii. So, we're only landing there for you and your dad, and because the captain is such a generous person. This guy clearly does not want to land at Vista Harbor. Jerk. So I don't always have to go into the menu to do this stuff. The X button, like Super Nintendo X buttons at the top, or triangle as on PlayStation, kind of automatically does the assumed action. If you're up next to a dude, you hit X. You don't have to go to the menu. You're up next to a door, you hit X. It'll open for you. Here we are. That looks like a captain to me. Let's go looking around. This is a JRPG, right? We gotta sniff on all the drawers. So I actually should have hit the menu here. I'm going to Shiraberu. I'm gonna search this dresser. Mitsura wa, that's my character. Tansu. So doesn't sound like an English word I knew, so I know situationally. So I'm going to type it in. Tansu. So they just katakanized it. But it's a chest of drawers. Imagine that. That's what I'm standing in front of. Tansuo. Familiar kanji, but I'll drop it in. There it is. Open. Alright. Aku is usually, I mean, we've got the K afterwards, so that kind of gives you a clue here. Hiraku and Kai. I don't really know those readings as well. So we're going to go with akete. Tansuo akete. And then this is another common kanji. But I don't think we've seen it yet since I've been playing. That's naka inside. So Tansuo akete. Naka o. And then we have a kanji here. So, Mitsura wa tansu o akete. Mitsura opens the chest of drawers. Naka wo, inside. He commits a transitive verb upon the inside of these drawers. What transitive verb does he commit? There we are, number 1. Check it out. We've seen this before. And our second entry here gives us with the be, hiragana afterwards. Shiraberu. We haven't seen the kanji before, but this is in our menu. It is search. Shiraberu is in our menu. That's how we literally brought this up. So, shirabeta, searched, past tense. Shirabemashita. Nako shirabemashita. Nako shirabeta. So, Mitsura wa tansu o akete. Nako shirabeta. Mitsura opened the drawer and searched inside. Toku ni. Familiar kanji, but we'll type it in because I don't think we've seen it yet in this game. Toku. To do something in readiness for. That's the hiragana only. I kind of jumped to that in my reading. Here we, this one. So there we go. I kind of jumped to that in my reading of it because it's kind of clearly not any of these others. Toku ni, particularly, especially, in particular, right? Toku ni na kanji. There we go. Nani. We've seen the word nani, but not the kanji for it yet. Nani mo, nothing. I think I said that earlier. Toku ni nani mo. And we have seen this. This is miru, but when you take miru and you add tsu afterwards, like we're going to do, mitsu ka mitsukaru, right? Mitsukara nakatta. That is a past tense form of mitsukaru. So, toku ni nani mo mitsukara nakatta. He didn't find anything especially there. He especially found nothing there. Moving on. Let's just search all these guys. I'm not going to translate them all because it's the exact same thing. Toku ni nani mo mitsukara nakatta. Got a bath mirror. Let's see what this dude's doing in the bathroom, because why not? Hanasu. Ah! Oh! Here's a kanji. What if I put these guys in first? Then you, and then you. Naku, to cry. Naka nakatta na. I wasn't crying. Eraizo bo. Ooh, something. What's that kanji after? We saw that for boya, but this has followed with a different one. So first, eraizo. Again, he's a tough guy, sailor, so he's ending it with erai. I mean, he's ending it with zo. See, zo adds force or indicates command. Admirable, remarkable. Eraizo. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Astonishing, maybe? Come on, kid. Alright, what is this one after boya, though? Because I actually don't know. Or boy. I think that's the kanji for, like... So that's the kanji for king, but we've got something on top of it. Like this. Priest? Bozu. Bozu. Boy, sunny lad. I like that's the third. Can we zoom? My app doesn't zoom. The third reading there is boy, sunny lad. So it's just another way of saying bozu. Another way of saying boy. I guess in generally, maybe it referenced like the boys running around a Buddhist temple with their close cropped hair. I have a turban on. I don't know what my hair looks like. Alright, so we've got that guy crying. I'm not going to talk to the captain yet. Because, you know, it's an RPG. Clearly that's going to move us on. And I have no greater joy than to spend this entire hour on a boat. Let's talk to Blondie real quick. Let's search the these shelves. Mitsura wa something moto. What do we got here? Do. That is the kanji for leg. Ashi. Ashimoto. So then, if we add moto, at one's feet, Ashimoto. Right? That's the sort of thing I would add to my list, just like that. Ashimoto o shirabeta. So Mitsura looks around his feet. Shikashi just means but. Nani mo mitsukara nakata. He doesn't find anything there. Alright, let's talk to Blondie over here. Ah, boya! Mo anaka ga suita no kana? Suita no kana? Alright. Mo, I think, is just kind of there. Now. Alright. Soon, shortly. Onaka. Aha. Onaka ga. I know what he's saying. Onaka is your belly. Right? Naka, we just learned the kanji for was inside. So, onaka, your inside, your belly. Onaka ga suita. If you look at the second entry here, we don't really need to type anything because that's onaka ga suku. And suita is just going to be the past tense. So, onaka ga suita no kana. And ending it with no ka. Questioning the preceding statement. Interesting. So, are you going to be hungry soon? Oji-san is like uncle, right? Oji-san, I believe, is, if I can remember high school well enough, Oji's grandfather or uncle. If you do Oji-san, it is grandfather. If you do Oji-san, it is uncle. But also just, you call random old dudes uncles. Maybe like the 40s, 50s age bracket gets to be the Oji-sans. Oji-san no. Now, I've learned this kanji, and it's probably because I've been studying my lists from this game, because I'm a little further along before I started streaming it. Golly, can I draw the kanji, though? I haven't been learning to draw them. There it is. And then the second one, these two go together. Like birds of a feather. Stroke order doesn't matter. Well, I got that one right, but not the first one. So let's try the first one again. Let's go. Is it this one? Yeah, that's the one. It's ryori. Clearly, we're in a kitchen here, right? Ryori is cooking, and Nihon ryori is Japanese cooking. Franzu ryori is French cooking, that sort of thing. Oji-san no ryori wa, alright, your uncle's cooking is umai daro. I wonder if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Umai, skillful, umai daro. Da is just the casual form of des, and daro seems. Daro, don't you think? Yeah, there you go. At the end of the sentence is probably more of that. Don't you think? Oji-san's cooking is good, don't you think? Boya no oto-san, that's dad. I'm not going to type that one in. Save us some time. That's common kanji. Golly. And then I get it wrong on the internet in front of everybody. There we go. Chichi or oto-san. Boya no oto-san to dochi ga. Dochi. I'll have to look up dochi ga. And then you have the kanji for up, ue, and the kanji for hand, te. But it's not uete, it is jozu. Daro ne. Jozu is a common word you'll hear, especially if you go to Japan and you speak some different Japanese. Not that I've ever been there. I've heard this is the case. They'll say, Oh. Nihongo jouzu desu ne. Your Japanese is good at skillful. Dochi ga. Which one? So, boya no tosan to dochi ga jouzu daro ne. I wonder whose is better. Mine or your dad's, basically. Maybe this actually is his uncle? I'm gonna guess no. Oji-san no ryori wa umai daro. Boya no otosan to dochi ga jouzu daro ne. I wonder if it's better than your dad's. And down we go to the dark dungeon. What's up? We got boxes. Mitsuda wa. We will look this kanji up exactly once. It will show up many other times. That one. And golly, did I even get close? Apparently I did not. Let's try again. Oh. Golly, that's garbage. Let's just look through here. Alright, so it's here, jewel box. Only if we take that. Because I can't draw this one. It's too crusty looking. Boom. Takaraboku. Boko. Takaraboko. That's actually Bako. Takarabako. Treasure chest. Kind of sounds like tackle box. Takarabako. Treasure chest. Alright, there we go. So, clearly, that's what these are. Treasure chest. Shirabeta. Shikashi, takarabako ni wa kagi ga kakatteru. Kagi is key. Kakatteru. You're gonna need a key. Probably for all these, huh? Yeah, alright. He's got this pirate's got his booty locked up. Alright, we're closing on an hour here. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk to the captain and get us moved on. And then call it quidsies for today. Let's talk to this fat guy first. Boya wa otosan to the number 2 and person. So if I didn't already know this, I wonder what happens if I type this into my happy 2 ni each Nissan and then person. So oh, where did my 2 go, dang it? Oh, you gotta be joking. Enter. There we go. Okay, cool. It actually gives it to you. 2 people is futari. Futari is how you say it. So, otosan to futari de. With your dad, the both of you, something o shite. What's this guy? It looks like this first one here might be matching. Well, and that makes sense. Tabi, a trip. We're on a trip, right? Boya wa otosan to futari de tabi o shiterun datte ne. Shiterun is suru, present progressive. So shimasu. Tabi o shimasu is do a trip. Shiterun datte is kind of an explanatory. You're doing a trip because present progressive. That nda ending gives it an explanatory sense, which I'm only really just picking up the nuances of as I learn here. So tabi o shiteirun datte ne. Oh, you guys are going on a trip, just the two of you? And old cats and pants here. This is a very common kanji. I don't know if we've run into it yet, so I will draw it in. Watashi. Watashi wa. Alright, watashi ga. I. Watashi ga kono. We've seen this. Fune, or sen for ship. Kono fune no sensho da. So we've seen all these kanji here before, besides watashi. So I am this ship's captain. Watashi ga kono fune no sensho da. Boya no tosan ni wa. Niwa is kind of like four. It's a particle that can mean four. Not quite like tameni, but in regard to, in order to. The fine differences there, I have yet to learn. Boya no tosan ni wa, for your dad, this little kanji. Where'd you go? Here you are. Mukashi, once upon a time. That's a cool one. Mukashi, yoku, often, can mean good, but like in front of a lot of things, a lot of times it means often. Alright, we got yo or sai, generation world, say generation world. So let's add, this is the kanji for hanasu, I believe, to speak. Sewa, looking after, help, aid. Generation and tail. That's pretty interesting. Gets me thinking about the etymology of that. Sewa. Yoko sewa ni natta mono da. Natta mono da. Right. Natta, I think, is the past tense for naru. Natta. To do, to become, really. Yoko sewa ni natta mono da. So, to grow into, to become. So, what was that first one? Gosh, memory does not serve. Oh, Mukashi, that's right. Once upon a time. So, a long time ago, I often aided your father, or became, a helper to your father. Boya, otosan no iu koto. Koto is a thing, so it's a iu thing you say. Iu koto. Otosan no iu koto, the thing your father says. O yoku kaite, yoku kite. Yoku kite. Let's take the yoku out to hear. Yoku kite. Often listen, or listen well, but often listen to the things your father would say. Boy, listen well to the things your father says, or listen often to the things your father says. Let's look at the context. That's to stand. We got this one. So put together, we get splendid. Rippa. Rippa. Thanks, Gerbenmouth. This app changed my life on Japanese learning. So, Rippa. So, listen to things your dad says. Rippa na hito. He is a splendid man, a fine man. Rippa na hito ni narunda yo. So, naru means to become. So, listen to what he says and you'll become a fine man. And so, I think that's more what the captain's saying is, you'll become a fine man if you listen to the things your father says. Thanks, Cap. Let's dish. I assume perhaps I go back and talk to old Pops here, since the captain told me to. Aha, Papasu. Otosan wa koko ni iru kara. So I am, Dad is, here, iru kara. From here, ki o tsukete ite kurun da zo. Ite kurun da zo. Alright, let's break this down. Koko ni is here. Iru kara. Iru is to exist. To be, right? Kara. Iruka is dolphin. Iru kara is, kara ending is from. So from being here, or it can mean like after this. Ki, I'm just going to pick that kanji up. Move the hiragana here. Ki o tsukete. So we have the phrase here, ki o tsukeru. Ki o tsukete is a command. It's the imperative form. So from here on out, be careful, pay attention, take care. He's speaking to me. Ite kurun dazo. And it's the kanji's not there, but I'm going to assume that ite kuru. Here we go. So I couldn't tell whether it was say or go, because without the kanji, I need the rest of the context here. So I'm off. See you later. Ite kuru. The kuru part. Golly, I've seen that kanji before. Does it tell you what it is here? That is to go and to come. Ite kuru. That's the kiru is to come kanji. So ite kuru dazo. And then the explanatory. From here on out, take care as we come and go. Or take care because we're off. Something like that. How do I get off this boat? I just want to get off the boat. Let's talk to this guy again. Oh, Sugu, yeah. Soon we'll be at the harbor. I already talked to the captain. Do I really have to talk to every person on this boat? Let's talk to him one more time. Tashiga, yep. And this dude. Yep. Yeah, I can't believe we're going on a trip too. Thanks, Yuji Hori, for making this. I've done this before. How am I not doing it now? There's one person I chose not to talk to down here. Boya no otosan wa nanika something. Nanika o sagashite sekaijo. We saw that one. Alright, this is actually important. So, boya no otosan, your father, is nanika something. Or this next word is sagasu, searching, sagashite. And then we've seen the kanji for this before. That was generation. And if you add this, I just want to get off this boat. The world, sekai. And then if we add this, which is the inside kanji, sekaijo, around the world, throughout the world. Sagashite sekaijo, searching the world. Oh, it was tabe. Tabe shiterun datte na. Tabi shiterun datte na. Your father's been searching the world for something. Sorega, that is, nandaka. Got a new kanji here. Here we go. To know. Shiru. Shiranai kedo. Nandaka. What it is. Nan. Da. Ka. What it is. Shiranai. I do not know. With the nai ending. Shiranai. Kedo. However, even though, yet. That's hayai or hayaku. Hayaku, if you add the ku, that just means faster, more quickly. Hayaku, hayaku. And we know this one, mitsuka, mitsu is find. Mitsukaru toi na. Alright, and then the two e's together, e is good. So, it'd be good if he finds it soon. Hayaku mitsukaru toi na. He's been searching the world for something. It'd be good if he found it soon. Shikashi, but konna chisai ko. This little kid. Oh. Let's get some of these funky monkey kanjis in. Mom. Alright, and then I think we've seen this one before, but I'm going to type it in again. This one. Mother. Hahaoya. This was part of the parent-child kanji combo we had earlier. Hahaoya. Interesting. Ga inakute. Ga inakute. So, again, imas, negative. Inakute, gone, disappeared. Inakunaru is disappeared. Alright. Well, so far we haven't seen Mom yet, so that makes sense. Otoko de. Alright, male help, male labor. Otoko hitotsu de. Otoko hitotsu de. Hitotsu is alone. So futari was two people. Hitotsu is one thing. So, male labor. Otoko de. Hitotsu de. So with the help of one dude, maybe? Soratsu. Sorate tante. So, but this boy's mom disappeared. So, with only the help of somebody? Sorate tanante. He raised him somehow. I would definitely be spending a little more time getting the nuances if I hadn't already been at this an hour. Oh, we already saw this one. Boya no otosan wa erai yo na. And we saw erai earlier. It was the dude in the bath said it. Something to the effect of great, excellent. There we go. Erai no ya. So this mom disappeared. His dad's been raising him by himself. As he's traveled around the world searching for this thing. This guy's awesome, ain't he? Alright, will Captain let me off this boat, or do I need to go talk to Dad again? Captain won't. There we go. Things are happening. I'm not moving the screen. Minato ni. New kanji for us. Where are you at, son? Is it this one? Aha! Tsukuitazo. Tsuku. So, it's arrived, right? It can also mean to dawn, to wear, to kimasu. However, when you tsukimasu, you have arrived somewhere. So, minato ni tsukitazo. We arrived at the harbor. There we go. Ikari o. That's some katakana. Ikari o orose. I don't know what they're going for with orose. Let's get up. To take down. Orose. So, what is ikari? It's interesting that it's in katakana. However, I think it might be meant as a Japanese word. Ikari. So the second one, probably not your anger. The second one makes sense. The anchor. Ikari o orose. Take up the anchor. Take up the anchor. And then, couple more here, and we'll call it quits for the night, eh? That's a sail. Ho or han? I have no context for which voicing would be correct here, so I'm going to go with ho. Ho wo tatame. Tatame, I guess, means take in, to fold, right? Tatame. Tatami o tatame. Fold your tatami mat. Here we go. Dad just climbs right up, man. Oh no, that's the bathroom sailor. Crying in the bathroom. Wipe your tears on the sail, bud. Doyara. What you talking about? Doyara. Possibly. Apparently, Tsukitayorana. Apparently, it seems that we have arrived. I love this guy's pipe. I love his, like, 20th century captain's hat in Dragon Quest. That's dope. Maybe 19th century. He looks straight out of, like, Master and Commander, and everybody else is in, like, Game of Thrones here. Oh yeah. Shitani. That's the kanji for down. Shita. Shita ni ite, otosan o yondekite. Alright, so down below, your dad, let's see, yondekite. Yon is 4. Yondekite. Oh, you know what? Kite is to come, so yondekite. To call out. See, so we got to compose Japanese poem, doubtful. To read, to count, to guess, to predict. Also kind of doubtful in this context. To pronounce kanji, extremely doubtful in this context. To call out, well, that makes sense. Call him to come. Yonde kite. Age nasai. So, nasai is kind of a formal to do. Age is to raise or above. So, call your father to come up. Yonde kite age nasai. Otosan o. So we're acting towards otosan, dad. Dad is the object here. So otosan o yonde kite age nasai. Go call your dad up. And we'll call dad up, and then once we get on dry land, we'll call it quits. Alright, Pops. Papasu. So ka minato ni tsukuita ka? Oh, have we landed at the harbor? Notice he didn't say it as a question, but he ended it with ka. So you can make a statement, kind of give the unknown flavor to the statement, like, oh, have we already landed at the harbor? You're not really expecting an answer there. Ka can kind of do that. All right, so then we got a new kanji here. I think this one's new. I don't think we've seen this yet. Village, mura. Right? Mura ni modoru no wa. What's modoru? Modoru. To turn back, or perhaps to return. Modoru. When you're returning to a place that you belong, that you live, your own town, you kairu. Kairimasu, kairu. When you're returning to some place that is not yours, you modoru. You've come back to a place. But it's not like coming back home. It's just like going back to a place you've been before. So village, modoru no wa, hobo, 2 kanji. So, what is hobo? Almost, roughly, approximately. 2 we know is ni or futa, depending. And so let's draw on this kanji. There we go. Years. It can be toshi or nen. So I believe it would be ni for 2 and nen here. Ni nen burida. So let's get booty in there. buri style. Ninen buri. Ni nen. Who knows? But it's been almost 2 years. And we can figure that out. Mitsuda wa mada chisakatta kara. Mitsuda's still small. Mura no koto wo oboetei-mai. Oboe, I mentioned earlier, we saw the kanji for it earlier, is to remember or memorize. So oboetei-mai, I think he's saying you're still small. This village thing, mura no koto o oboetei-mai. I think he's saying you won't remember it. But maybe he's saying the exact opposite. So we're going to try. Oboetei mai. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get that kind of nuance out of this app, which is just fine. Seems contextually like this little child would not remember the village from before. Dewa iku ka. Let's go. Iku ka. Yeah, that's not going to give us the flair on that one. Iku is let's go. Wasure mono. Wasure usually means forgot. Lost, forget. So wasure mono, a lost, something forgotten. Wasure mono o suru na yo. So the thing you forgot. Suru na. I didn't say ya, I said yo. Suru na yo. Do the thing you forgot. The thing you forgot. Suru na. Suru na. I can honestly say I don't quite know what exactly the flavor of what he was trying to say there, but I imagine maybe you'll remember what you forgot when you get there, or we're going to go in even though you forgot. And before we go to town here, I think we're going to not go to town on this game anymore. We're going to call it quidsies. So let's give it the old save state. Slot 5. And Gerben Mouth in the chat said something interesting here. I might chat back here because I'm totally interested before I close this out. Oh no, my music went. Are we talking about just the general vocabulary that we're getting from Dragon Quest V? Because I've been able to actually use it in conversation, some of what I've learned in DQ5 here, which is pretty cool. But I am going to end the stream because, you know, work, life, those sorts of things. I'll throw this up on YouTube. Mitsuda for Prez is the YouTube channel as well, so you can just search that. And peace out, nerds. Had fun.